think it's important to know that clinical trials, one, you're always going to get a treatment that is effective for your cancer. So one of the big questions is, am I going to get a placebo or something worse? That's always one of the first things that comes up. I think it's also important to realize that if it weren't for other patients participating in clinical trials 5, 10, or more years ago, we wouldn't have what we have now. So participation in clinical trials is how we move the field forward to either discover new effective treatments or try to figure out how to make treatment safer. I think some of these newer novel treatments in lymphomas integrating both either cellular therapy, so some of these treatments that harness one's own immune system, like a living therapy, are very exciting. And then I think from an access standpoint, there are also newer treatments that just through an IV treatment or an under-the-skin treatment are able to also enhance the immune system's ability to eradicate lymphoma. So these workshops in general are good ways to bring experts in the field together to learn from each other. But one unique aspect of adolescent and young adult patients is that the management and treatment of these patients transcends multiple different fields in terms of pediatrics and adult care. And in many ways, certain experts aren't always going to be in the room together because there's these silos between pediatric and adult patients. And so I think this is a way to blend together both the pediatric and adult world, because really there isn't a specific adolescent young adult oncologist. There are people who are either taking care of kids who happen to take care of adolescents, or people who take care of adults who happen to take care of young adults. And so we can learn a lot from each other, and I think these meetings are really important to learn our different perspectives. We're still learning a lot of about these treatments, of what's the best way to use them. And so these treatments are very effective and can be almost better in some respects than chemotherapy. So we're learning how we can combine them to make them work better. We're trying to learn when's the right time to use them. And I think the coming year is going to be very exciting with these treatments as we optimize the right setting for these so we can balance both the risks and benefits of the treatment. Yeah, a lot of these novel therapies are only available at specialized centers. And so I think if someone has a new diagnosis of lymphoma, I think it's important to, if one is able to try to see somebody who specializes in this particular disease. And at those centers, they'll be able to tell you, are there clinical trials available utilizing these agents? Are these the right treatments for you or not? And that's the best way to start. And of course, there's other resources like through the Lymphoma Research Foundation to try to connect patients with clinical trials in various settings for lymphomas.